I wanna break someone's feet. I mean, I wanna defend my house. Not that we've ever been robbed before, but I can't just say I want to break someone's feet. So I bought this vacuum cleaner for $20. And the plan is to make it smart, make it strong, so you know you can... and make it work. Yeah, it does not work. Let's find out why. Maybe it's just not charged. What? Maybe one of the wheels is stuck. Well, this looks fine. I don't know, I disassembled it and reassembled. Let's see. So here's the basic idea. I got this small computer called the Raspberry Pi 4 and this camera specifically designed around image recognition. It's going to sit somewhere on this vacuum cleaner looking for targets, people's feet, and once the target is detected, the computer is going to send signal to the motor controller, accelerating the wheels and BAM! I don't know, something's missing here, I think. How about a secondary weapon? Too medieval. Can't bring it to the airport. My dog would piss on it. Let's not waste food like that. What did I say about the airport? I can't show that on YouTube. What the fuck? A taser? Really? Do we not have anything else? To fit the new motors, the electronics and the secondary weapon, I need to get this whole thing out. This is not enough power, we're going to need something much bigger. This is way too slow. How about we do a little upgrade? I had to redo the entire gearbox. Holy shit! I'm worried about the torque here because sure the wheels might be spinning fast, but if they're not strong enough to get this thing moving, then all this is for nothing. So I have to make sure to keep this as light as possible. Thankfully, the only battery I have weighs like 300 fucking kilograms. Why did I even buy this if I have to get a lighter one anyway? Check this thing out. I know it looks like a bomb, but don't worry, it's temporary. I just need to test if the motors are strong enough to make this move. I don't know about this one. It's going to be fine. So this is going to be the taser. I don't like the sound of that. And it's going to hide under this flap here. Big problem. It opens like this. So after it slams into something, or somebody, it won't be able to come out. I just make it go reversed and then the problem is solved. No, listen, I'm not trying to make a battle bot here. People have to believe that this is just some innocent little vacuum cleaner, you know, doing his job. And I'm not going to make it do a 180 no-scope after a collision. Because the camera is going to be at the back here and if it turns away then I'm going to miss the best part. I have a plan. I need to do this outside. Oh man, there's that.
Several days later.
I made this hinge mechanism that holds the taser. Yeah, I prototyped it with Legos, but it's absolutely beautiful. I'm starting to worry about the lack of space for batteries, but that's future me's problem. Once it's done, I don't want to just break my own feet. The plan is to take it outside as a sort of market research into the public, but not with this camera because the autofocus practically doesn't exist. This camera was never actually meant for video and that's why you can see this. So I bought a new camera. Why is this important to the video? Maybe to show that I'm investing in my channel and you should maybe probably also invest by subscribing or I don't know, joining Patreon. And it looks like this. We know. I don't think my PC can handle that. You know, I realized that I haven't actually named this thing anything. It's a Roomba that guards, so... Goomba? So Goomba over here needs a circuit board. So I got 2 mails delivered to me. I ain't reading all that. And this one is just blank. But, you know, let's... Goomba reminds me of my childhood, and let's not poison those memories with the pain and suffering that's about to ensue, so let's just call the project what it is. Food Finder. So Food Finder needs a circuit board to connect everything together. Designing it should take maybe a couple of hours. So you order the PCB, and while we're waiting for that, why don't we figure out how we're going to detect people's feet? I get the Pi set up with the AI camera, and then we just run this little program. And... boom! Image recognition. You can do some pretty cool stuff with it. Now it's tracking how far the person is from the center, with no obstructions either. And would you look at that? They gave me this shirt. Now we just separate these boards, and now we have one remote and one control board. Now I couldn't have these boards without PCBWay, so thanks to them for sponsoring this project. And now comes the best part. So fast! Does it work? Oh my... oh my god! The Roomba is pretty much done now, but we need somebody to test it, right? Wait, you cannot just spend the whole video building it and then leave out how any of it works. Explain it, goddammit! No, you explain it! Why should I be the one explaining it when you built it? Because I'm fucking driving right now, as you can see, and if I crash because of you, then none of us will be in this video because both of us will be dead. But I am in this video! Great, so I didn't die, meaning you will be the one explaining it, not me. I'm not doing any of that. But you already did. When? In about 18 seconds. Good luck with that. There's also gonna be a montage. Sure, buddy. Can't get anything out of this guy. Anyway, Food Finder is completed, so I feel like I should explain how it works at least. But I wanna keep it interesting. It all starts with the battery. Since I couldn't find one small enough, I had to build my own made of 5 lithium iron phosphate batteries in series and the BMS. These cells have a lower voltage but are much safer than the typical lithium-ion batteries you see everywhere, and I'd rather deal with less power than the whole thing blowing up when it hits something. This voltage then gets distributed on the right side of the board into 24 for the motors, 6 for the servo, 5 for everything else, and finally 3.3 volts for the antenna on the left, which communicates with this sick-ass remote I built. But since the manufacturer of this antenna module wanted to save 0.1 cents by leaving out a component on the board, it literally only works when I'm touching it. So say adios to the case I spent 3 days designing. Thank you, dear manufacturer, I swear I will find you one day. There are also some safety features like not being able to activate the taser unless it's extended. This Arduino is the brain of the whole device. It controls the motors, collision sensor and communicates with the Pi... Well, yeah, I haven't installed it yet, but don't worry about it. On the top there's this big button that lets you switch between this calm blue color, which means you have full control over your device using your controller, which has no case because they wanted to save a tenth of a fuckness. And if you press it, you enter autonomous killer robot mode, meaning you now have zero control over the actions of this monstrosity. The computer will decide its next victim all by itself. May the universe have mercy when this forbidden machine crosses your path. But we need somebody to test it, right? And I know the perfect people for the task. So I go over to my friend's house. Well, that's not good, so I give it a bit of help.
Normális vagy? Jézusom, az nem fog fájni!
I don't know why we weren't speaking English. I guess I took some stupid pills.
No!
As you can see, the robot is very useful at doing anything other than its job.
I think it crashed. Oh.
It even stops working, so I trick him into giving me access to manual control. And then he just goes and dies. Vagy itt van egy biztosíték. I'm thinking it's a blown fuse, so let's go home and replace it, right? What? So it's not the fuse? Oh, the wire just slipped out, so we're good.
12 seconds later.
Oh wait, it didn't slip out. I'm a bit scared now. That is really not good.
Oh, the battery was just discharged.
Nem látod, lemerült?
Hát annyira gyorsan nem szokott.
Hey, editor here. It kept doing that, so it was probably some protection getting tripped on the BMS, not a discharged battery. So you know normal Roombas, right? Normal Roombas don't do anything against thieves. They don't commit manslaughter or they don't break somebody's feet.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Exactly, right? So you see this Roomba, right? We can press this button. Wow, Blidico, how did you get these insane shots? Because Insta360 sent me one of their cameras. The X5 can also record 8K video at all angles at the same time. They also have this program called Think Bold Fun, so if you feel a little unhinged or you got some crazy ideas, you can check them out.
He's alive. Oh. Oh no.
Oh! No. No! It crashed, I think, so
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah.
I need to restart. But you know, it's got problems like everybody else.
I think he needs alcohol. And he's aiming for
It's fine.
I see what it's doing. What the hell? Yeah.
And then it's stuck. What? What?
Rolled in a flip.
But you know, that's fine. Sometimes the AI just doesn't work, so
Yeah, it's completely normal.
so I can just.
What the fuck? I'm gonna demonetize you.
What?
Did you just attack yourself?
No, that wasn't the plan. What? And then it died. It just.
Just like your wife. Attack somebody with a taser and dies.
At least it's going to confuse the thief, so he might just leave, or he might just.
Is this child-proof? If it sees a child thief, will it shock it?
Yes.
And how does this see anyone?
It has an AI camera. AI stock price go up. We actually don't need this part and then this and then this.
So what do we need, like, to work? You said that you don't need these. What do we actually need?
I lied. So we need this.
I just only got one issue with it. You have tried to shock us like how many 6 times and none of us got shocked.
We can work on the software and the hardware and the controls and
And the Roomba.
everything else. So how much how much would you invest in this company?
$5.
A bit of maintenance.
This thing every 5 minutes, like, or
Yeah, it just dies every 5 minutes.
not me again.
What? No!
Burn the house.
It shorts itself and then it burns the whole house down, right? That's
You can put a flamethrower in there. You just want to burn someone's house down, man.
Talking from experience? What do you mean, man?
what the house and your wife is gone now, or
Everything is gone.
but at least we have the room, right? It just doesn't work, so we could put like a huge saw there and then it just cuts your ankle.
All my wealth and my potential future kid are on this product.
Now we just gotta fix the issues, fix everything, replace, redesign everything. Okay, so is this every bit of last thought?
It's so terrible that somehow it just becomes majestic, you know?
It doesn't have to work.
Want to defend yourself against a burglar, it should work.
You know, maybe if you come home when the burglar is here, you can just
deal with
you can take this and last words. I'm not gonna kill you. Just last words on the project. Ignore that it doesn't work. But who would buy it? Who wouldn't buy it? Who wouldn't? Who would?
Just go to Facebook Marketplace.
And when he buys it, I delete my account and I can't refund him anymore.
It's got a bumper, it's got a place for the camera, it's got AI.
It's 50% off.
If you call my number, it's 50% more so I can make more money. Support me!
I think I just keep my dog for defending the house. Thanks for watching. The next video is going to be absolute insanity, so definitely subscribe. Project files, bloopers and extras will be on my Patreon, and thanks again PCB and Insta360 for supporting this project.